All right. I was making them rounds, seeing how things going. I had the idiots but I was making the rounds, and I gonna comment, and I like I was gonna say funny things about the impeachment and the idiots who are just I don't know what it's just insane, and really, one uh, video I just saw was about the insanity of the lunatics, and a couple of one of them he was talking about was Sheila Jackson Lee, and I just wanted to make sure you got your facts straight. I got to see what district, like Maxine Waters, she runs her district is L.A. and Skid Row's there, and she's trying to say that all of that is Trump's fault, and it's like, wait a minute, that area has been like that for decades, and she's been there since the '90s. And she doesn't even live there. They tried to clean it up by saying, well, she bought the mansion she lives in when it was in that district, and also her money, her husband is rich. Anyway, long story short, so I want to get my facts straight about when you bust them out. The niggas that be like oh, it's racist. See these racist white folks. And how did he only been the president 3 years? So how in the fuck if your city, which run by Democrats, been like that since the '80s and '90s? Baltimore, Detroit, St. Louis, all these cities, but all of a sudden it's his fault. And y'all keep electing these motherfuckers back in the office. I mean, it's like in my city. I remember when I was a kid, the mayor, we lived around the corner, but it wasn't nothing special. But at least his house, even though I remember it was just like a two-story house. It's still there. And they was like, oh, his house got an elevator in it. It's like, it's only a two-story house. Why does it have an elevator in there? But we used to ride bikes by there. But at least it was, in our district. I mean, it was, well, he was the mayor, but that at that point. But long story short, so I just wanted to see where these hypocrites, and they're doing the screaming the loudest, this is racist, that, and these motherfuckers been in charge for decades, and I mean some of them personally have been in charge since the '90s. Like this is one Sheila Jackson Lee, and it was because she's so dumb. Literally, this is not it sounds like the way I say it, like a kid joke. She's so dumb. No, but seriously, she thought the Constitution was 400 years old. This country isn't even 400 years old. I mean, just idiots, right? So I type it, and lo and behold, this pops up. And it's from like 2009, 2012. This pops up about her husband, her daughter. Look at the wording. Don't do them words sound familiar? Look at the date though, 2012. These words sound familiar. This is the representative's husband. That's her daughter. I just found this. I didn't look up that special, but I'm about to do it and find if it's. Well, I was saying that yesterday or the other day on one of the videos how it's possible because of, like I said, scientific reasons, not just they use voodoo and witchcraft. It also actually scientific. I would think that's possible because of what you learned in grade school, and so maybe who knows, hundreds of years ago, it may seem like to them because they might use, you know, just elements and parts of it that, maybe it's some parts of an animal or whatever, but it really probably something just psychotic with drugs or, you know. But yeah, so I just happened upon this today and well, just now. Look at again. Look at the date, 2012. '11, May 18th, 2011. No touch torture. She calls it mind tortures. Uh, And see, that's what I was saying. And you notice all the ones, the certain party, and some of you might try, because like I said, they're trying to be slick now, now that they know they're busted. And remember, I told you, starting by last week, they started with well, none of the, with the old school, well, okay, well, now, but let's get rid of all of them and don't let him stay. They just don't want him there no matter what. So now they were trying to convince people, at least in some of these comment sections, especially where I comment, well, still, don't keep him. And it's funny because in that same, or yeah, another story where I saw a comment, and I suspect it's a fake comment. It supports Trump. I support Trump. He is the chosen one. Thumbs up. And I said, I comment. I didn't say nothing mean to that person because that normally I can call out the gang stalker ones, but that one I think is also a gang stalker, but because they said chosen one. See what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Superstition, demons. That he's not a chosen one. So I just commented, yeah, actually he is because he was chosen by the people. And the next time, the next vote, he will be voted in. Anybody who was voted in was chosen, but it's not no fucking prophecy. He was born the chosen one. No, bitch, it's because of the election and we voted and chose this person. Which one? You got four choices. You chose A, B, or C. You chose B. That's the chosen one. I don't know where these psychopaths come from. And I told you, I kept saying they was in public. They were going to expose themselves. You're like, well, what is that? You should be able to see. Look at the words, demon, This, remember, I keep saying that, and those were from 11 and 12. Her posts, and like I said, what made me look her up just 20 minutes ago was because I was just gonna make comments, and like I said, my comments don't say gangs or anything. It just says facts. Google Skid Row in Maxine Waters district. Go there. Go there personally if you live in LA. Whatever. There's tents out there. Go look it up for yourself. It is the homeless capital of the United States. Her district. In San Francisco, they're shitting and pissing, literally shit, human shit. I saw last week where one of the business owners, he's getting fined. He owns the business. He's getting fined for not cleaning up human shit in front of his business. Like these dogs out here, we got those curb your own dog, and shit like that. Pick up your dog shit. These motherfuckers are humans, are taking shit, and you would have to walk over. You live in these liberal cities. And these demons, and like I said, they're trying to use political correctness. I don't know where they even got this idea. I guess because they're not human. Seriously, they don't understand. It's like they really don't get it. They're panicking now. They're screaming, we gotta get rid of him. Oh, he's racist, and don't, how dare you point out. I read one of the articles about Maxine Waters, and they got mad. Oh, how Trump, because what happened, he didn't call out somebody else again. Someone, just like with Baltimore, someone else brought it up first. And he just pointed it out, because he was one of the ones attacking him. And it's like, they pointed out, look at your district, bitch. You've been there since the 90s. It literally, you got people in tents living on the streets in LA. Like right here would be tents. Is right now. And they're getting got the people. Oh, how could he attack a black woman and her leadership? What the fuck leadership are you talking about? Y'all want to turn the rest of the country into tent city with minimum handouts and fucking yeah, you get you a little stipend of $600 a food card every month, and you go back into your tent. And another thing, the rest of the country ain't like LA. What LA has is that weather year round. Right now it's 70 something, 80 in the day or whatever. It's not too hot. At night it's about 70, 65. You just get you a little sweatshirt. But the rest of us, you live in the summer, yes, you straight. Right now, you're not going to be straight outside. You keep letting these demons, I don't know what the fuck they did. I told you see them? Like that motherfucker right there? That kept coming at keep the girl, the brown car. And I don't know what. It's not just black people. You got Adam Shifty, the leader of Pelosi. All these motherfuckers, man, have refuse to just do their job and fix all these problems that could be fixed. Instead, they want to play, like I said, this game where they justify what they're doing by saying you did something too. You did it too, though. So you did something bad. It don't matter how good a job you're doing. You said something that hurt our feelings. You pointing out that I wasn't doing my job. What everybody's pointing out, he's doing it on purpose. All the women he said something to, the ambassador the other week, he said you did a bad job. Oh, that's intimidating. He intimidated me as I'm testifying. No, he didn't. He said he pointed out you was sucky. And as a matter of fact, you talking about you intimidated by a tweet. What kind of ambassador are you? You can't take a tweet? Hell no. No, you're fired. And just like the chick, the page, she's FBI, had an affair with the guy she's supposed to be working with. And I'm frightened. Everywhere I go, there's a person that has a MAGA hat on. He's just crazy. It also reminded me of back when I was young. The white woman who was scared of a black guy walking down the street as she crossed the street. So you just scared now, but now she's scared of a white guy with a MAGA hat on. But in the past, it was, we walking down the street and she grab a purse or this and that, or how insulting that is. Like, bitch, I don't want, I'm not thinking about you. And now Again, with that one. So, what type of federal agent were you? And do you have problems? You have real mental problems. You need help. I think that as a veteran, you're afraid of a hat, a person in a hat, and you was an FBI agent. Or you know what I'm saying, you were the head in this investigation, but now you're terrified. And they, like I said, they're so stupid. They're trying to play this game and get ahead of the charges they're about to face. And now, oh, she's intimidating me. Oh, I'm intimidated. It's just so stupid. It's like, you really think we're that stupid that we don't know, see what you're doing, and they want to fix it, twist it, and it makes you angry. That's because it's like when someone, you let's say right now, me being a black male female, she does something to me, you know, and I try to, report it or something. She's, okay, you gonna tell me for breaking in your car? I'm gonna say you tried to rape me, something like that. That's at the level of this shit is. And like I said, people can see it. That's what's so crazy. It's so dumb because they did it like that. The agent who in the investigation, her and her boyfriend, the one she was cheating on her husband with, they're sitting there talking about how they're definitely not gonna let. And this was in 16. Not gonna let him win. Then after the election, he's not gonna stay president. They already is playing this takeover that they're trying to do right now. And like I said, well, I took notice because they were using the same tactics of the people that they use on us. And that's why I thought they were really fucking stupid. I'm like, they really can't be doing this. I know that's why I knew. I've been saying it since my first videos. It's a big, gigantic program. And I see who's running it. These Democrats, these motherfuckers who are in league with the rest of the world oligarchs trying to do this new world order. Think about it. They're celebrities, their causes the celebrities choose, especially Rihanna and all them. And, just the only one who went crazy was Kanye and stood up against them. I was never a fan, but I'm just saying, the John Legend, all these feeling hurts type of, you can't say this about us and about women and blacks and all the, look at it was all of them, all the Democrats, all of the just one just craziest type shit. You can't say something to be, it's hurting their feelings, and it is way bigger than just, you knew it, just this, they got all of this technology. I don't know how this person knew that, but she went even further. I guess because she's a student, or was at that time. And again, just by happenstance, I was just gonna make a comment, and I want my comments to be correct. Yeah, I was gonna be mean, not mean. I was just gonna make it funny, about the hypocrisy. Because there's a lot of times, and even right now, it'll be a white person. Oh, how can you idiots go for Trump? Yeah, I just point out the Democrats and how they've been running our black cities, and what kind of person are you? You must hate black people real bad if you want us to be stuck in cities like Baltimore with rats and you're just an evil individual. And like I said, they started trying to use the word evil again and brainwash, because it's like when you find out and expose what they're doing, they just start using it themselves and try to justify it more, by making I seen they put up last week a video, something that might tug the heartstrings, but usually the person ends up telling on themselves. Like this one video is a young white chick, a victim of sex trafficking. And no, I'm not blaming the victim, but when she is described, they use the word brainwashing. Now they use the word, and that's not gonna work because of women. I'm going to point out, because exactly if you watch it, what she said. She did stuff that is nothing new. How did the pimp brainwash her into trafficking herself? And they say that part, herself. So she wasn't a prisoner. And it says exactly what she said. They don't, and they're so stupid they don't even realize. Basically, she didn't listen to her parents, just like in my day. But there was no no social media, no cell phones. The same thing. There were girls that guys could get to climb out the window, and there were plenty of girls that no, I'm not. No, maybe we might be able to go out Saturday. You got to come talk to my dad. But there were the girls who they had a dad too, nice house, and probably more money than you. Climb out the window, get in the car with you. That's all that had them to do. I'm sorry, it's not. Nobody's taking lightly the ones who were kidnapped and forced, but you wanted money. That's how you wasn't brainwashed. That girl, he gave you. She said he gave me iPhones and iPads. Because my parents wouldn't let me have it. The rest of us, when I wanted something when I was a teenager, yeah, I could have been a victim of a lot of things too because I wanted stuff. Instead, I got a job. It's just like, well, but she's a female. That's just as dangerous out there, 16 selling drugs. Actually, more. Instead, I said, well, shit, let me go goddamn bag groceries. I was still able to buy me a little 2 hands full of the little cheap. It was gold, but each ring was cheap. About $40. The little 20, 10 karat gold shit. The little real thin ones. Whatever. I was 17, but. Whatever, it's my money. I earned it. So, and yeah, guys, and I ain't even talking about women take advantage of young guys. No, same thing. Guys get pimped out trying to sell drugs to get money, fast money. Same shit. Yeah, that is a fact. I heard from horse's mouth. Yeah, it surprised me too. Like, what? Wait, what? Yeah, when your little 17-year-old son come home with some new Jordans, it don't necessarily mean he ran out of Foot Locker with them. So yeah, y'all trying to that shit. Like I said, it has nothing to do. They like I said, they're trying to dilute it what they're doing. So when we said we're just crybabies and can't take life, so that's why they picked some this little 20-year-old blind chick. Oh, I was brainwashed because I've been saying what they're doing about brain. I don't say they're brainwashing us. That's nothing. I didn't say they brainwashed. I said they're brainwashed. Like I said, when that guy walks out like a fucking zombie and shit and does that crazy shit he does, them, and I don't know, but they're not zombies because at least their feelings are getting hurt. That shows they got some kind of whatever the fuck inside, but doesn't mean they're human. Demons are arrogant. Ain't that why the devil fell? He's arrogant, So I'm not brainwashed. I hit that, struck that nerve on they stupid asses. But like I said, we'll see what else. Every day is a new revelation on these fucktards. We'll see what's happens, what's popping next.